Now, here's your Farm and Ranch report from the Montana Ag Network.
Welcome back for our Farm and Ranch news. The health of the U.S. cattle market was the focus of the House Ag Committee hearing on Wednesday that included two separate panels. One, the CEOs of the four big meat packers, and the second made up of ranchers. Committee Chairman David Scott of Georgia asked the CEOs whether they colluded to reduce record-high beef prices in 2014-15 and as a result, increased packer margins.
Is there or was there ever an agreement between your four companies to cooperate together on issues impacting supply or pricing? And also, let me remind you that you're testifying under oath.
No.
No.
Not that I am aware of.
Grass Range, Montana rancher Jills Stockton testified on behalf of the Northern Plains Resource Council and discussed how monopolies are impacting rural communities.
And there is no part of U.S. agriculture that is not oppressed by monopolized, dysfunctional markets. And this long-standing market dysfunction was laid bare by the COVID-19 pandemic, when illness in the packing plants slowed the processing of cattle, resulting in empty shelves at the meat counter. And the packing cartel profited by buying cattle for less and selling beef for more.
The Holcomb, Kansas packing plant fire and COVID-19 packer capacity losses resulted in the highest recorded spreads between boxed beef and live cattle at $67.17 and $279, respectively. South Dakota Congressman Dusty Johnson asked the CEOs if they are actually prepared to handle future black swan events.
Well, between 85 and 90% of the beef processing in this country is done at just 30 plants, just 30 physical locations. And in fact, 12 plants do more than half of all the beef processing. To me, that seems like a lot of vulnerability. That seems like a lot of eggs in a very small number of baskets. We know another black swan event is coming. Am I wrong about that vulnerability, about that risk?
So we operate 9 plants across the United States in very different parts of the country and a distribution network that frankly is very robust. So from my perspective, and I can only speak for the JBS business, I think our model offers a degree of resiliency already.
Ranchers still want answers to the ongoing federal investigation into possible market manipulation by the packers.
To me, the laws are in the books. We just need to make sure enforcement is occurring. And knowledge is also power. If we knew what was occurring and why it occurred, if it occurred, it would be so helpful to my membership, right? They're demanding answers. They're saying our lives are on the line here, okay? Our lives depend on fair markets. How come we can't get answers on what has happened and what has transpired and where we are today?
Cattle prices dropped by 40% from late 2014 through 16, sparking calls for federal investigations into possible market manipulation. We'll be right back.